What it is, folks, your homeboy First back again with another episode of the realest, most entertaining sports show in the game.
Back.
Put it on something. I got my brother Tim G. Jacob, the honorable one, here with me. Tell you what the business is, man.
Jackson State did that thing last weekend. I ain't gonna cap. Ain't no sense in me lying about the situation.
They did do that.
They did that thing.
Our brother JoJo did not come to work today. Today is his anniversary. You know what I'm saying? So we're proud on our brother keeping this thing together. We had another brother recently celebrating an anniversary and Ray C's Leo. You know what I'm saying? So all our boys, you know what I'm saying? We keeping this thing together around
keeping
here.
they thing thanging. Keeping they thing thanging. You understand what I'm saying? That's what it is. You keeping your thing thanging.
Hey, it's shit real, ain't it? Shit hard. So you understand why JoJo missed work today. You feel me?
He got an excuse absence.
He got an excuse absence today.
He got an excuse absence.
But before we get into it, I gotta tell you, this is sponsored by Statement Tees. That Statement Tees, every t-shirt you wear makes a statement. The statement I'm making today is a statement that was made by who I believe is the greatest of all time, Tupac Shakur. We're recording this on the day that he left here in the physical form. But I always say long live, you know what I'm saying? Because when I leave here, I hope none of my brothers, I'm telling my brother he on wax. When I leave here, don't say no motherfucking rest in peace. It's long live, because as long as I live within y'all, I'll live forever. You feel me? And Tupac definitely lives within me. He's part of the reason I go so motherfucking hard. Learning from him in terms of, I see how he passed away broke, so to speak, in terms of owing money and not goddamn really owning his own shit. You know what I'm saying? So, well, with our company, IG Entertainment, own all my masters, own all the rights to my music, own all the goddamn shit that we put out, own that shit. You know what I'm talking about? And so being multifaceted, that's one of the things I know that Pac would have grown into, but that man was murdered at 25.
Yep.
At 25. You feel me? So if you're a Pac fan and you want to make this same statement I'm making, you know what I'm saying, go on over to statementteesllc.com and you can cop this very shirt. Or you can hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you know what I'm saying? And just pick out something else, or hit us up and tell us something else you might want us to make. You feel me? But I know JoJo ain't here.
I got him
with me.
I got him because I asked for a blowout. I got him.
But I got to strike up the mother fucking band.
Sorry, Connell.
Got to do it. Hey. Hey. Southern Heritage Classic. Champions for 2021. Jackson State University. Led by Prime Time. What his name? Prime Time. The Joe Sanders out there doing his thing. Ivan Miller doing his thing. Mr. Houston doing his motherfucking thing.
His symbols right. Oh, I'm finna get the symbols right, but that's okay.
And I forgot to say, Mr. Warren Newman out there doing his thing.
Put some respect on his name.
Gotta put some respect.
Baby Tyreek. Baby Tyreek.
Ooh, that's high praise. Goddamn.
Baby Tyreek. That was pretty quick. That was pretty quick. I saw the little clip where
he was shifty.
They had the end zone angle when he broke it. I was like,
hella shifty, wasn't
man, he moving.
There
ain't no moving. He moving.
To make
he evicting. That's what he doing.
He made a bunch of cuts, bro. Did you see how many cuts that little motherfucker made?
That's quite shifty.
That's shifty.
You might as well put him on there. Tyreek it. Ain't no problem.
Them boys put up, as I alluded to, Shador got Offensive Player of the Week for the SWAC. James Houston got Defensive Player of the Week for the SWAC with 4.5 sacks. 4 4.5 sacks. Okay. And Warren Newman got special teams player of the week. Look here.
What that?
If y'all gonna kick to that boy, good luck. Good goddamn luck.
He almost broke one against A&M.
The boy bad motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed the game. Your boy, what did you think about your boy Shador? now, in the first game, Shador didn't give you what you wanted in the first half of this one, But then in that second half, Shador say, "Let me show Mr. Monkey or something."
So I got a funny story about that.
Talk to me.
So I'm at work, because I work. America, I work. You know what I'm saying? As many do. And my cousin, who works with me, he sends me a text message talking about, he sends a screenshot of Shador's numbers, and it had like what he would gain on each play or something like that. But he sent a little screenshot, little picture of that. And it said at the bottom, Marvin Gaye, is that enough? Because he's old head now. He old head. He come up in that era. He listens to old school music, so he know kind of the soul music and everything like that. So he sent that to me. Now the only reason why I couldn't reply back immediately was because I got an Apple phone. He got a Samsung phone or whatever, Android. So when I sent him back, I told him absolutely not, because he was speaking on Shador's numbers. And so when I saw him just yesterday, he was coming in. I was leaving. I did like this to him, like I need more. And he was like, "Hey, is that not enough? Oh, like what I got to do? Pay attorney fees?" And I was like, "Yeah, you need to pay them. You need to give me all that too. I need all of that." Long story short, that's what I expect from him every week. I need that every week. This was gonna be a blowout. I said that last week. This should not have been a problem for them, and it wasn't. Obviously, 38-16 is the score. All phases of the game.
That late bomb, because it should
have 38-10.
Yeah, something like that. Because
well,
they got beat deep, and Prime was mad about that. But
and he should be mad. He should be mad.
Yeah, true.
He should be mad. So, great win. Going to ULM the next week. This was going to be a beatdown. That was my prediction. This should be a straightening, as Migos would say. So shout out to Offset, Takeoff, and Quavo for that. This was going to be a straightening, because at the end of the day, Jack State is 2 years into their process. Tennessee State is just figuring it out. So the talent pool is going to be a lot different. Shador was letting it fly. He's letting it ride, and I mean, you saw that in the first game. He was letting it ride. He was throwing some really good balls. Now, I'm not going to say he didn't throw good balls in that game against A&M, Florida A&M. Really great balls. He was throwing really good passes. And he seems to favor his young freshman on the outside, Lanier and
Rucker.
I forget Rucker. Yeah, the other young kid. So they favor. He's got a rapport with him, and that will be key going forward in the years to come. That's going to be very key. That's going to be very hard to deal with. So big shout out to Jackson State for this win. This is a very, very important win always, because it's the Southern Heritage Classic. It's a big game. You got Tennessee, Mississippi folk clicking up in the same area in the Liberty Bowl and sitting up in there and amongst each other, and everybody think they thing is better than the other. And that's what I remember growing up. Now I remember going up there and Tennessee State being dominant in my little era when I went. But that's what the Classic is all about. So I hope for those games going forward. Hopefully Eddie George and his teams going forward get things more improved, and we get some really good games. We get some really physical games. We get all of that. But this is what I expected. I really don't feel no ways about it in terms of the expectation, because this is what I expected. Jackson State is going to outclass Tennessee State. They got the talent, both sides of the ball. They got good coaching, and the results I got. So again, next 300 is against ULM. Shador, let's go.
Now, I will say this now. First half,
it was tough.
Tennessee State was right there. You know what I'm saying? It was just 10-7 going into halftime. So that speaks to something I've been looking for. Is I know Jackson State is recruiting well, and you expect that from a celebrity coach. Let's just be 100 celebrity coach. Somebody with, and not only a celebrity coach, because Eddie George is a celebrity coach, but with the charisma of Prime.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? As I've said on here before, I don't know if I've seen any athlete other than Muhammad Ali have more charisma than this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Just magnetic when you put a camera in front of him and a goddamn microphone. Just in my lifetime. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you expect the recruiting, but if you go into halftime 10-7, you end up winning that bitch 38-16. That means something at halftime happened with y'all making adjustments. You know what I'm saying? And y'all come on out there and you do what you need to do. So that's good coaching. You know what I'm saying? You want to see adjustments at halftime. Going there and draw up the right shit. You know what you've seen, how they attacking you. You know what I'm talking about? You've seen what worked, what didn't work, and you make the adjustments. You come out and ball out. We shouted out Shador. He deserved it. Throwing darts. He was throwing darts the first week. You know what I'm saying? Had some jitters, but still throwing the ball. He looks like somebody whose daddy played in the NFL. He looks like somebody that had been to quarterback camps in his life. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these guys that we see in the league that come from the trap, that come from struggle, but they wind up like Michael Vick. Michael Vick ain't grew up like Shador.
Of course not.
Lamar Jackson ain't grow up like Shador. You know what I'm saying? And you wonder, well, why they can't read coverages off top? Is it good? Man, them boys grew up hard and just using their God-given ability. Well, this young man has grown up, and as I've said previously, his daddy talking about, hey, he can call up NFL Hall of Famer and his son can talk to him. And that's the way it was looking out there. Looked like the boy had a command of the offense, especially in the second half. So kudos to him. Mr. Houston, 4.5 sacks. I got to call the motherfucker Mr. Houston behind that. And we shouted out Newman. But I also want to shout out the running back, Pickett. He had over 100 yards of total offense. Okay? He went for 55 on the ground. Now, he only had 11 touches, okay, because that was 5 yards a clip and a tub on the ground. And then he gave you 58 more yards receiving.
Right.
Okay. I liked what I saw from him. You know what I'm saying? If I can get over 100 yards from my back in total offense, I'm goddamn good with that.
You got to be.
Got to be good with that. You know
they won last week with Kamara. They won Sunday with Kamara. So yeah.
Exactly right. That's the kind of shit Kamara does. That's the kind of shit McCaffrey does. All purpose type of guys. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to that young man. T, what do you think going forward with Eddie? Do you think like we just saw Prime bring in the number 55, if I'm not mistaken, recruiting class? Do you think Eddie gonna be able to do that kind of shit up there at Tennessee State?
I don't know, because Eddie's not that charismatic as Prime, so I think he would have to sell something else. Maybe Eddie going to have to become Suge Knight. Tell the people, and tell the people, and tell the cats that's like, look, you won't be with me. You won't come to death row. Like we gonna run this.
Oh, okay. So Prime puppet.
Yeah, Prime puppet. Prime out there, you see what you see when it comes to Prime, and Suge be like, this death, you won't be come death row. Like we're gonna take care of you, etc. We're gonna beat Jackson State every year. We're gonna beat the people south of us every year, and then we're gonna run our conference. That's how we're gonna do. It'll be great. It'll be great. I mean, that's what he's got to do. Truthfully, that's what he's got to do. That's why they brought him in. He's got to do that. He's got to bring that in. You got Hugh Jackson on your staff. Hugh Jackson is is a really good offensive coordinator.
Hey, Hugh was not looking happy up there.
And Hugh ain't got the boys right now. If Hugh was at Jackson State, it'd be different. He'll be up there right now doing this. He'd be happy. He ain't got that bag right now.
Well, he was upset up in that motherfucker.
I mean, and that's okay. That's okay. He was upset when he had to let Baker play instead of Tyrod. I get it.
Right.
It's tough. It's tough sometimes to make those decisions. He just got to do what he got to do. Jack State is ahead of the curve right now. And you want to attribute that to Prime? Fine. Whatever. But it's here. What you going to do about it? And that's for all teams in the SWAC. Alabama A&M, Alcorn, etc. What you going to do about it? Connell done put his name on it. He said, we got what they getting. We going to see. We're going to see real soon. We got time. We got 3 weeks. We finna see real soon what it is.
The Connell needs to stop because he ain't got this.
Well, we finna see.
Now, Mr. Glass look damn good. I ain't saying that. But Mr. Glass, Shador in this game doing the kind of shit Mr. Glass doing as an upperclassman. So imagine what this boy gonna look like.
But now let's be fair.
Imagine what this boy gonna look like.
Let's be fair. Let's be fair. We didn't know Akil Glass' name truthfully until the SWAC started in the spring. I didn't know of it. Okay? I really didn't know of Akil Glass until spring season and now who this kid was. They're calling him an NFL prospect.
I like him.
And I'm just saying though, I truthfully, because I wasn't really putting a lot of emphasis on, and this again is a microcosm of what we do here on this podcast, on what we do. This is a small microcosm of the effect of Deion Sanders. It made me understand who Akil Glass was. I understood who Akil Glass was. He's good. He's talented. He can play on the next level. It made me understand who Ezra Gray was. He's talented. He can play on the next level. It made me understand who Abdul Ibrahim is from Alabama A&M. He's talented. He can play on the next level. So it made me pay attention. That's the beauty of it. So this is where we're at. We're gonna get that straightening here real soon in the next 3 weeks. You got LM coming soon, ULM. Then we got Delta State. May they rest in peace when they come back to Jackson. Because that's gonna be a whole weekend of all kinds of vibes. That's like a soul-filled weekend, I think is what they're calling that. So you got that, and then we got A&M coming up soon. So we're gonna see. But this right here down at the bottom, that's what I expected. See, I'm like my daddy. See, my daddy expected me to run 2 minutes in the half mile. I'm sorry. He expect that from me. He don't expect nothing less. So I got to give it to him.
Right.
This is what I'm going to expect week to week. Come with it. Every week.
Well, shout out to Coach Prime and the Jack State Tigers. America, y'all chime in and tell us what y'all thought about Jack State defeating Tennessee State 38-16.
Let me get 3,000 people looking at it.
Put it on something. My kids wanted me to tell y'all to make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me across all social media platforms, like the videos, and share them. Did I forget anything?
And turn on the post notifications.
Y'all heard them. And also, visit Statement Tees, LLC.com and shop with us. That's Statement Tees. Every t-shirt you wear
makes a statement.